What up, YouTube? Brokefarmer back with another video on this beautiful day, y'all. And I have been waiting to make this video. This video is all about watermelons, and more watermelons in containers, in the grind. What variety I like, what variety I don't like. Stay tuned, it's gonna be awesome. All right, y'all, let's start out with this small container. This is a 3-gallon container. I really experimented a lot on what's the smallest container you can grow watermelons in. This one is doing good, but I don't know. I still think you need a way bigger container, way bigger. But it's still doing better than this one, which is in a 10-gallon fabric pot. But the problem with fabric pots, especially in 90 degrees in Georgia, they dry out fast. Now, if anybody knows anything about watermelon, know they love water. It's in the name. It's in the name. So would I ever grow watermelon in fabric pots again? No. It just dries out simply way too fast. I do think 10 gallons is big enough to grow watermelons in, but fabric pot, no. I mean, the growth is stunning. I've already killed one plant that's dead and gone. It's not the size of the container, it's the fact that it's in a fabric pot. Now I'm gonna get a little while to see can it catch up. I've been fertilizing, we'll see what happens. Now this, on the other hand, you're like, man, it's 2 plants in a 3-gallon pot. Yeah, it holds more moisture in here. So I think this is more of a moisture thing that's doing this good. And keep in mind, this was planted way after this one here. So yeah, take some of this with a grain of salt. Now over here, this is probably a 10-gallon pot. Probably doing great. I probably got 3 plants in here, and all these are doing great. So, like I said, I think the biggest problem that is in this fabric pot, I would say don't grow watermelons in a fabric pot. That's just my assessment of the situation. But right over here, this plant will make me out to be a lie, because I have 2 plants growing out of this fabric pot, and they look beautiful. All these leaves are beautiful, and I'm getting plenty of fruit. These are LEMONDROP watermelon. There's a LEMONDROP watermelon there. So who knows? The moral of the story, grow things how you want to grow them. Stop listening to everybody. Don't even listen to me. But this one, I don't even know what watermelon this is. But either way, I got this one in a probably 25-gallon container. I know for a fact it grows well in a 25-gallon container. If you're gonna put them in a container, I would say 20-gallon. Yeah, those look nice. So, fabric pots, no, definitely no. 3-gallon pot is not big enough. Start with a 10-gallon and go from there, but not a fabric pot because they dry out too fast. Now, y'all, let's see what's in the ground. Y'all watch my videos, y'all know I dedicated this whole bed to growing melons. This one of the little melons we got should be a YAMATA cream watermelon. A lot of them I can tell just by how the outer part look, because I know I've tried just about every watermelon variety it is. So I think that's what it is. Something else I did incorporate though, wood chips into this bed. Now wood chips hold moisture, and I can't say this enough, watermelons love water. It's in the name. I'm gonna repeat that. So these wood chips got added. You see how moist that's keeping that soil? It's a great idea. If you plant watermelon in the ground, I would definitely use wood chips. Definitely use wood chips. It's a good idea. Now, I've got a couple varieties in here. This is a Georgia rattlesnake watermelon. It should be one of my bigger variety of watermelons. Definitely probably gonna be in the watermelonwarz. Yeah, definitely. If you're looking for a bigger variety, look for the Georgia rattlesnake watermelon. Now, some varieties, I don't even know what they are. This, I have no idea what this is. It looked like it's gonna rot anyway, but I don't remember planting that one. So we ain't gonna worry about that. But some of the other watermelons I got in this bed, that is a Georgia rattlesnake. Now, that don't look like the package now. I ain't gonna lie to you. The package looks nothing like that. But if it's right, we gonna eat it. Couple more we got going on, just starting out. YAMATA cream. There's so many in here. You just have to look, and every day you just find a new watermelon. For example, this one. And I think this one's gonna rot out because of that on the end. Hey, y'all, don't worry about it. Some of them gonna rot. If you get a lot of watermelons, some of them gonna rot. It's part of the business. It's part of the job. Don't worry about it. Don't feel defeated. You will not get all your watermelon. And everybody who said they got the surefire method to get the biggest watermelon, look here. I want one big watermelon for the competition. Then I want a bunch of watermelons to eat with my family, y'all. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, I almost missed one. And this is another mystery variety. I'm gonna have to go all the way back to when I originally planted the seeds, and I should be able to insert all the names on it. Now, one of the best ways to get great watermelon is get volunteers. All these volunteers came up out this patch riding. We just talked about this, y'all. Some of them gonna rot. That's what it is. I throw them around my fruit trees and just let them feed my fruit trees. But all of these just came from what I just did right there. Throw watermelons that'll feed the fruit trees, and then I get volunteers. I'm gonna end up inserting the name of this one in here. I have no idea what that one is, but I know I grew it last year because I threw the seeds, and all these are volunteers, so I'm probably gonna insert that in there too. But if I had a watermelon that rotted out, I wasn't right when I picked it, I just threw it in here. Threw the whole watermelon to feed the tree. And that's what we got. Now, not only did I do that one time over here, I also did it over here, y'all. So I ended up with another rattlesnake over here and another rattlesnake watermelon patch over here. Look at these crazy birds. If y'all don't get out my darn yard, get off my goddamn tree. Sorry about that, y'all. These birds are wilding out here. Now, same concept over here. I tried, birds, if y'all don't chill out, I tried to feed my banana plants last year. So I threw watermelons, old cantaloupes, and I ended up with another patch. All of them ain't gonna make it, y'all. Get it out your head. All of them ain't gonna make it. keep feeding your trees or whatever you want to feed with them. But I end up with cantaloupe, watermelon. These are the best. Now it's hard to weed eat in here. Throw that out your mind. If you're a neat freak, do not start growing watermelon. Because they will go where they want to go, and they will do what they want to do. So if you're trying to contain watermelon plants, don't even bother yourself. Just find something else to grow. Get some Minnesota midget melons or something like that. All right, little tip. Those watermelons laying on the ground will rot out. So something I like to do, put something underneath them. I got a couple 5-gallon grow bags that I have no use for. So I put these grow bags on them, keep them from being on the ground and getting all that moisture in it and rotting out. All right, I'm gonna put it on there and I'll come back and show you. I don't wanna mess my bait up. All right, so I got the fabric bag up under it, and that keeps that watermelon from rotting out. I also use landscaping fabric or whatever this is. I cut it in strips and double it up and put it up under it. Little pro tip, y'all, try that. All right, I went back and put weed fabric up under all these. Showed you where I did that one. It's all about just getting the watermelon off the ground, man. Sitting in that water, it will rot out. All right, let's talk about a few things. First of all, let's talk about variety. Just because a watermelon is big, don't mean it's gonna be delicious. Doesn't mean it. Matter of fact, watering has more to do with the taste than the variety. Google it. Growing watermelon is awesome, but you can't grow the watermelons you want to the size you want if you're trying to contain the vine. Watermelon will grow wild. There's no other way to do that. I've seen people on YouTube clipping and trimming their vines, and that's good, and it probably works. But in our pruning, it encourages growth. So for something that grows vigorously anyway, if you prune it, you're promoting the growth of that plant. It's just like sweet potatoes and anything else. The more you prune it, the more it's gonna grow. So am I saying it don't work? No, of course it works. But I'm saying, please understand what you're doing when you're doing this stuff. Watermelon vines are gonna grow. Please don't try to stop them. Please don't try to stop them. That's one of the worst things you can do. Something else, if you are thinking about being in watermelon wars, go back to the original video. I'll probably link it in the description right there, or either in the description box. Good luck. I don't know how else to say that. You're fighting for second place. If you've seen the watermelons I'm growing, then you know I'm gonna win. So please stop wasting your time. Enjoy watching my winning videos on growing watermelons, and then try again next year for second place.